Hello guys and welcome to my first video. I don't want to talk a lot about what my mission is now. I will make a video about that separately. Let's say it will be harm reduction, but more than your typical YouTuber. So let's get to the topic right away. Not a lot of people talk about this topic on YouTube itself. It's more a thing on forums and all of that. Of course, there are YouTube videos, but not a lot. So, MIW, medical induced withdrawal. First off, sounds kind of like a wrestling federation. WWE, MIW. Okay, I'm stopping. So, opioid withdrawal occurs when a patient who's dependent on opioids suddenly reduces or stops taking opioids. That's what we all know. But it can also be caused when a patient, addict, user, whatever you want to call it, has an opioid in his, her, them system and is given an opioid partial agonist or antagonist like buprenorphine or naloxone or naltrexone. I think that's like naloxone, but a little bit stronger. That's okay. So I had this happen to me more than once because I didn't think. I thought, okay, it's when you are desperate and you want the withdrawals to go away and you have Suboxone. I don't know if you guys ever had that. And you were doing oxys, heroin, codeine, whatever, anything that isn't like an antagonist or a partial agonist, like Suboxone, all that stuff. And then you take Suboxone. Like, I was thinking, not the stripes, but the pills. I mean, the stripes work the same. I never had the stripes. We only have the pills here. And you will withdraw like as much as you do in 3 days in 5 seconds. And a lot of people don't know it happens when you get brought back by Narcan, like naloxone. So it really kills your high. You jump up and you start puking. You get nauseous immediately. It feels like you have a pit in your stomach. That's how it felt for me. So for me, it happened because I took a lot of opioids, and I ran out of them. And I really wanted to dose down. I couldn't. I fucked it up. Got depressed, took more, ran out. I don't know why it didn't work. The only thing I got was Suboxone. Didn't even get like morphine or anything. So I thought to myself, after 48 hours, it should be okay. I don't know if it was 40 or like 30 hours. I think 30. I thought it was okay, but it wasn't. So I snorted it, and immediately I felt this cold rush, started to sweat, turned pale, my stomach started to twist and turn. All the food I ate the past 3 days that I couldn't get out, had to get out immediately. And same with, my body couldn't decide from puking and shitting. It came up both ways and so violently that I actually choked on my vomit nearly in the toilet and passed out in it. And pretty sure I had a seizure because it just passed out. Yeah, turned blue. So it is dangerous. It's not that it's not dangerous at all. It can be life and death, and even if you're like epileptic, then even more. Because if you choke on your drugs, on your puke because of this drug, and then, I don't know, or you can't handle the withdrawal. Like not everybody can handle it physically, and that's something not a lot of people talk about. They only talk about alcohol withdrawal or benzo withdrawal, but nowadays with fentanyl, it's different than just with heroin. Yeah, a lot of people were able to just kick it, no problems. Of course, there were deaths related to it. Not a lot of people talked about that, but I watched the show and the girl died just of heroin withdrawal in prison. So, of course, she probably had like other medical problems, I suppose. But it is possible. And nowadays with fentanyl, the withdrawal is so much stronger that this can most likely happen. And I don't want to know how this feels and how hard it is to get off fentanyl on Suboxone or something. Or I would not recommend Suboxone, to be honest. If you can get morphine or methadone, whatever, I would choose morphine over all of those and get stool softener and laxatives. Trust me. Get off them after a while. But yeah, it is crazy. And a lot of people don't know and talk about it, and then this happens, and it happens to them. They start to puke violently, and they don't know they are somewhere not safe. They pass out, then they're withdrawing the whole day. They can't take anything, get anything into their system because it's physically blocked by antagonist or agonist like buprenorphine, Subutex, Suboxone, and yeah. It also happens with this German pill called Tilidine. I don't know what the actual stuff in it is, but it's like Tilidine and naloxone. There are also like oxycontins with naloxone in it. It's the most stupid shit ever. People will still find a way to use them, but you can't use them if you're actually dependent on them. Like if you're dependent on oxy, you can't use anything that has naloxone in it, even if your stomach apparently should get rid of it all. But if you take a high enough dose, you actually have to feel something, your stomach will not be able to get all the naloxone out, and you will be puking and shitting, and it will take longer because it's all in your stomach and it needs to get out, instead of just you put it in your nose. And yeah, but it happened 2 or 3 times to me. The first time, pure stupidity, and the second and third time was just ignorance. So it's not that I didn't know anything at that point. I knew a lot at time 2 and times 3, and yeah, I also had an overdose, a very bad one, and it was comparable to that. I really felt like I was dying, and choking on your puke is really not nice. I also wanted to say at the end, I think if you take kratom and the opiate antagonist, it might also happen. I don't know if kratom is strong enough. I mean, when I was taking it, I was taking like 100 to 80 grams a day. It was horrible. But yeah, I mean, most definitely you will. But I will also talk about 7-0 soon. So yeah, probably with that, more likely. I hope this video was informative and maybe helps you make better decisions. And if that's the case and you're still here, leave a like or a comment. I'm gonna make more in-depth videos and show stuff actually, but I'm still in the planning. So yeah, wish you all a great whatever. See you soon.